What's up, what's up, what's up, my beautiful, diverse American people? I hope you all enjoyed Christmas and enjoyed the holiday with love and food and all the great joy that this season represents for so many of us. Not all of us, but I hope all of us, as many of you as possible, enjoyed Christmas. Just want to touch on a few little points before the end of the year here. And starting with the fact that it's about drugs. The drugs, those terrible drugs, the drugs. But they release one of the biggest cocaine kingpins in history. So is it about drugs? I don't know. They're poisoning our people. They're poisoning our people. They're poisoning our people. Who are they protecting? Because personally, I don't know anybody who wants fentanyl, looking for fentanyl, is addicted to fentanyl. I don't know anybody. The only example that I can think of are people who've had misguided young people, drug addicts, misuse drugs and get bad batches or whatever, craziness that they go out and look for, which is not a huge part of the population, but it is a problem. I'm not saying it isn't a problem. But who are they protecting? Who are these American people that are getting poisoned? Inadvertently, as they're suggesting, by fentanyl. So basically, those are all drug addicts and people who unfortunately have accidents and get put on opiates by pharmaceutical driven doctors. Then they take it away from them, then they got to go out and find it because of the addiction that they created, that they thrust onto these people. So I don't know who they're protecting. But it's not coming from Venezuela. That's the point. So these are sad, misguided, unloved young people, kids that just lose their way, and then people who are victims of circumstance that need this drug and look for that drug. But if they're poisoning our people, why are you enacting and destroying all of the laws to protect people from being poisoned? How do those two add up? So it starts to fall apart, You said they're poisoning, but you're destroying all of the protections that actually do poison people inadvertently. Just going about their days getting poisoned. So it's not about drugs, obviously. Is it about oil? Venezuela has the biggest oil reserves on the world, so that makes a lot more sense than drugs. But more than that, it's about war. You don't put in a pool to not use it. So you don't rename a department that is for defense to the war if you're not going to go out and wage war. What's the point? If you're going to name it something, you're going to use it as that. So war is the financial backbone of all of this. This is what they want. They want the war. Because Republicans love war, every single one of them. Venezuela, they bombed Nigeria on Christmas Day. Because now apparently we are the protectors of Christianity. That didn't work out well historically, for as far as I know. But it's all beta boy bitch barking. That's all it is, and creating war against sovereign nations without Congress, without our legal democratic republic constitutionally doing this. Just beta boy barking, it's there, we're going to do it, and they do it. So it's war, 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 war. And before you know it, your sons and daughters will be sent to wage war for their profits. It's coming. So, Plato warned that an evil crept into Atlantis, which led to its destruction. An evil greed that brings war. Before you know it, we're going to see kids dying to protect wealth. Lastly, and just quickly, I've been feeling under the weather, so I'm not going to take too long. This meeting today, actually, on Sunday, with Zelensky, I have a bad feeling about it, because if you look at what they are doing and what they want to do to Venezuela, it's pretty much the exact same thing that Putin is doing to Ukraine. The whole premise of Putin invading Ukraine was because there were Nazis in Ukraine and he had to go after the Nazis. We go after the Nazis in Ukraine. The beta boys are going after fentanyl in Venezuela. Oh, what might, yeah, well, no, maybe not. Maybe it's oil. Yeah. They got our oil under their land. They got our oil, so we're gonna go get our oil. Now that the whole drugs theory fell apart, the drug story fell apart. So now it's about the oil that Venezuela has that belongs to America. Excuse me. So, the bottom line is that they want to do to Venezuela the exact same thing that Putin is doing to Ukraine. So this meeting is going to be a listen, Zelensky, we sold your ass out. You got no cards. They're going to go back to the no cards. You got no cards. Because he already said, Zelensky doesn't have anything until I do. Zelensky wants peace. He doesn't want his people killed anymore. He was invaded. Russia has been the aggressor from day one. There's no question of any of that. But since they're doing the same thing to Venezuela, they got to take Russia's side and say that what Russia's doing is okay and that Russia has to be the winner in this, because that's the only way that their story and what they're doing to Venezuela can hold any water, because it's the exact same thing. They're attacking sovereign nations based on fabricated stories for other nefarious reasons. Putin wants to reassemble the Soviet Union. And beta bull bitches want the oil because they figure that they control all that oil. Price of gas drops in America and everybody will say, yay, yay, that's so wonderful. Well, you can't afford to go to the doctor. And you're getting sick daily from everything around you. So I say enough of that shit. Enough of that bullshit, beta boy bitch, ridiculous nonsense. And let's get our nation back to the founding fathers' vision of a nation built on freedom. Let's get back to that melting pot that they knew the future held when they put we the people bigger, more prominent, first. Because they knew the power and strength of their nation was in we the people, united. That other little word they fear so much. So, I'm sorry, President Zelensky, for what is going to come. I'm sorry that your people are going to have to live under Russian occupation, because I don't see how they can defend you and do the same thing to another sovereign nation for whatever reason, without congressional approval, without evidence. Because where are the bales washing up on shores from all those boats that they've blown up full of? Something has to float up somewhere. Nothing, anywhere. Because they were stunts. They were stunt boats. Cartels are in business to make money. They're not going to send a boat after a boat. The first one that got blown up, they said, fuck that. We're not going to send no more boats. Let's wait. Let's find other ways to send them. We're not going to keep sending boats. Are you stupid? What business continues to lose money, to lose millions? Allegedly, because if those boats are packed with drugs, there's millions of dollars that they're losing every time they get one of their boats blown up. They're going to keep doing it? 20 times? 30 times? Come on, man. Only a population who has been weaponized against itself over decades and decades to read at a second or third grade level can believe any of this bullshit. Because I see the patterns. I see the exact same playbook used throughout history. It's not new. There's nothing creative. There's nothing innovative. It's good old-fashioned fascism with an American twist. So I say enough of that shit. I'm George Delara. I want to be your next president. Not a billionaire, not a millionaire, not a politician. I'm not a Democrat, not a Republican, not a socialist, not a libertarian, not a Marxist, not a communist. Nothing other than a fucking American who knows that we can do better than beta boy bitches who fell ass backwards into wealth, declared themselves geniuses because they could buy shit up, and then unleashed ignorance and hatred for fellow Americans and humanity at large. Because they know everything. They know more. The second someone says they know it all, you know they're a moron. So I don't know anything. I'm moderately talented, moderately educated. I'm just a regular fucking American like you. Which is what we need. Because everybody in Washington is complicit. They're all in the shit, one way or another. By looking the other way, by stepping in the shit, by eating the shit, by being around the shit, by smelling of shit, they're all in the shit. So we need one of us. Someone who's not a captain of industry. So you're not in the monopolies. Someone who's lost their business because of the beta bull bitch policies during COVID. I'll say it again. I think the best president will be a single mom who raised 3 kids successfully despite her moron husband. That's leadership. That's overcoming. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to overcome this golden age of ignorance and hatred that 2025 unleashed on us. And we're going to begin to dismantle that. Not let it grow. And I'm going to tell you, be careful, because there's going to be an all-out assault on the midterms. They don't want midterms. They do not want midterms, so they're going to do everything possible to postpone, cancel, delay. After all, he's got immunity. Why not? What's stopping him? And remember, the last time he met with Zelensky, that he said, oh, if you're at war, you can cancel elections. Interesting. It's not a coincidence. This is all by elegant design to destroy 250 years of the greatest democracy the world has ever known, to impose this Putin, Castro, beta boy, bitch, autocratic, authoritarian bitch, this disgusting dictatorship on a nation built solely on freedom. That's all they wanted, freedom. They didn't set out to build a white nation. They didn't set out to build a Christian nation, because these deliberate, talented writers would have put it in their paperwork. 4,543 words in the Constitution. Not one of them is God, Jesus, Christianity, Bible. Not one. In fact, they went out of their way to make sure that there was no religion at all in the governance of their nation. And that's why they put we the people. If they wanted a Christian nation, they would have put we the Christians. If they wanted a white nation, they would have put we the white people. They didn't. They put we the people. So it include all of us moving forward. They couldn't talk about futures. They couldn't talk about, they'd be called witches and they'd be burned and killed because they're talking about future. So they couldn't use that type of language. And I say it again, the only miscalculation they made, the only mistake they made, is that they never imagined a criminal syndicate regime being elected to office. Which, again, I don't think that happened. Thank Elon for knowing them voting and counting machines. Wasn't a compliment. We the people. God bless you. God bless the American people. We're going to get through this. We're going to overcome this golden age of ignorance and hatred. Watch. Oh, that's one of my long ones. God bless you. I love every single one of you. I'm going to do a whole video on love and why I say that. Because some of you I know say, you don't love everybody. You're just trying to get attention. Yeah, of course I'm trying to get attention. I want to be your next president. Duh! But when I say that I love you, I love every single one of you, there's a very, 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 deep reason that I say that. It's not glossing on everything. I'm not trying to minimize anything. I do love every single one of you. And in coming videos, I'll tell you why that is. Some of you will think it's sad. Some of them will think it's crazy. Some of them will think it's impossible. But it's fact. And it's what has made me who I am. And why I think we need one of us. A regular middle-of-the-road American. They can't come and bribe me. I'm not interested in wealth. The president's salary will be the best fucking job I've ever had. So I don't need anything more than that, trust me. With my moderate talent and the salary for the president and returning our nation to that melting pot of talent and creativity that I got to live a little piece of. The best music, the best art, the best innovation, the best creativity, everything that came out of that era when we were proud to call ourselves the melting pot of the world is still the best that has come out of our nation. Because even the car industry, the only reason Japanese cars ever took hold in America was because American cars sucked. You buy an American car brand new, in 4 years you had to throw it away. You bought a Japanese car in 10, 20 years, it's still running. So they want to go back to building American cars like that to lower the price. They want to go back to building the crap that Americans did not want in the first place. What kind of sense does that make? It's ridiculous. It's ignorance. It's that effect of that they think they know everything and they're literally idiots. But because we've corrupted our elections, because we don't elect presidents, the American presidency is purchased. Sorry, that comes out, the wrong way. But we don't elect presidents. We have rich people position themselves by the use of marketing and media, and so that we get to choose among them, those billionaires, millionaires, those to see, which one represents us and which one we think. None of them do. You think the orange turd has ever gone to a supermarket and had to spend, $60 to get his family through a week? They have no concept of that. So we need one of us. For the first time ever, we've had military leaders, we've had political leaders, we had actors, we had a P.T. Barnum take our presidency. What we've never had is one of us, a regular American. Why? It's time. It's time for one of us. It doesn't have to be me. It can be you. It can be your dad, your grandpa, your grandma. Like I said, a single mom who's raised 3 kids. And they're successful. Despite her idiot husband. The anchor dragging her down. And dragging them kids down. That she overcame. That's leadership. That beats falling ass backwards into wealth and thinking you know it all because you got money. This ridiculous assumption that wealth and intelligence go together, we got to end that. There's no fact to that. There's none. In fact, it's the opposite, because they have the wealth. They don't need to educate themselves. They don't need to study in school. They're going to pass anyway. They'll get a wing. They'll buy a branch. They'll pay off the dean. It's not unheard of. It's been happening for decades. So it's time for one of us. God bless you. God bless the American people. 2026, we start to, stomp down the ignorance and hatred. We're going to need to return to the center, not this extreme right-wing psychobabble or the left-wing extreme psychobabble bullshit, because I'm not what I'm saying. I'm not a Democrat, not a Republican. I'm a fucking American. That's it. So somewhere in the middle is where the vast majority of us are. And that's who I'm talking to. Those that know we deserve better. And don't give a fuck what color your skin is. Don't give a fuck where you came from. We care that you love this country. I love you. I love every single one of you, and I'm gonna break that down for you guys. God bless you. God bless the American people. Today's a very special day. personal reasons, I'm going to go enjoy that. God bless you guys. Crazy and impossible. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy and impossible. That a middle of the road, brown, Latino, que habla español, y entiende italiano, y entiende portugués, y puede hablar en múltiples idiomas, pueda want to be president. When I say to someone who can speak multiple languages, habla español, I can speak Spanish, I understand Portuguese, I understand Italian, I understand people, humanity. And we all want the same thing, right? We all want to be happy. We all want to enjoy our lives. We all want to earn a decent living and enjoy the fruits of our labor without beta boy bitches taking it from you and tearing it down. We need a nation that's prosperous, not a nation that's rich. Because their definition of rich means a handful of rich and everybody else subservient to them. That's not what we want. That's not the Founding Fathers' vision of a nation built on freedom, for you to enjoy your life how you want. We're going to get back to that. I love you. 2026, I got more for you, but hang in there. God bless you.